Good morning, everybody. This is Meredith Herrenbrook with Living Your Awesome. How are you? So it's 8:30 my time on Pacific Coast, and I wanted to say hello and let you know that I am doing a lot of great things right now. I just finished a podcast with um, Gary at Everything Imaginable, and so that is coming out in 2 weeks. So please be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited about how my podcasts have evolved actually because we got into a lot more experiential conversation, and I even did a clearing for him at the end. He had two entities attached to him, one of whom was a family member. So I really want to see how you think I did. I think it was a really, I'm just feeling more comfortable and I'm really excited about it because you guys get to see exactly what I do and how I do it when I do a clearing. And, it was really touching. And so there will be a little bit of transition for him. But I bet he already said he felt better. And so we'll see. Anyway, so what I want to talk to you today about is this newness, this excitement. We've been in COVID for way too long, and I think everyone being stuck at home, everyone being pent up, cooped up, we got to have newness, right? There's a certain amount of change that we like in our lives. Some people like it more than others. And I know some people who are kind of like chronic, what would we call it? Chronic purchasers. I mean, as you say, it can be an addiction on one level. People who are always going to the store, always getting new things. Hey, I like going to the store. I like getting new things, wanting to have those new experiences, that excitement of that purchase, having that conversation with that person. Obviously, if you're not doing it online. But I know some people who really want newness all the time, change all the time, and when they sit too long and they stare around and they go, okay, let's go. And I personally actually can't sit still. I always have to be doing something. I just, cooking, gardening, knitting, whatever, when I'm not working, right? I feel, I guess, a guilt, like there should be production happening. But what about if you have let's say, someone who always wants to move? I know someone, I'm married to someone like that, and he is always looking at, hey, well, what if we moved up the hill? What if we moved over there? What if we moved across country? What if we went to England? What would it be like in Peru? And so the thing is, when you have such a need, right? The question I have is, well, then what is not being fulfilled? What is not happening for you such that you can't feel settled? Of course, it's always nice to move once in a while and have, if something's not working out or you're looking forward to a new experience. But when you're looking forward to new experiences all the time, I start to wonder, well, what happens? What's going on with the person such that they can't feel happy where they are? And maybe that's not even the right question, but it might be the beginning question on, well, what keeps you unsatisfied enough such that you need to look elsewhere? And always with my videos and with all the work that I do, I go, well, where did it come from? Why do we need to have this chronic newness? That a friend of mine, a colleague, Annie Klatkar, she does great work, by the way. If you're in LA and San Diego area, you can even do it on Zoom, but she does great work as well. And we collaborate a lot with our clients. So here's the deal. What she's kind of labeled this experience, this feeling, is homelessness consciousness. And that might be one of the root causes of the wanting to have newness, the wanting to move all the time and that sort of thing. Sorry, I have to stop moving my hands all the time. So if you imagine someone who is always wanting to move, that perhaps they feel unsafe right? We're always getting to the root causes of if you feel safe and loved, then you're good, right? But if you're not feeling safe and you're not feeling loved, then you're trying to fill that hole. So if you're feeling that you want to move all the time, that maybe there's this homelessness consciousness. And um, and so I think sometimes, see if this resonates with you. Do you feel safe feeling unsafe? Because that's what you grew up with. Maybe you moved all the time. Maybe there's just constant change, and then that's how your system learned to adapt that, oh, well, newness and change always has to happen, even if you didn't like it. But that's kind of what was embedded into your experience. So then, if people sit too long, if people don't move enough, if you don't have new enough things around you, that constant, excitement and the adrenaline's going, and you go, wow, this is great, that exhilaration, and there's not enough exhilaration for a long enough period of time, what happens? Then your system goes, uh-oh, it's firing off again. Okay, because I've got to fulfill that pattern. Otherwise, I don't feel safe. I'm bored. And you'll see people say, I'm just bored all the time. And you go, well, why? What is unfulfilling? What needs to be filled? What survival instincts are happening? What patterns are and belief systems are firing off for you when things are just in the right experience, the right situation, that you go, gotta go, gotta go travel, gotta go meet new people, and so forth. Of course, there is the balanced, you know, meeting new people and maybe traveling once in a while. But I'm talking about I can never sit still. I am constantly dreaming, thinking about, I've got to travel. I've got to go here. I've got to do this. I can't sit still. And that's the unbalance I'm talking about. And so if you're married, it can create a lot of strife, because if the other person goes, I used to love to move all the time and live like a vagabond, and that sounds great. But when you're in a spouse can, have a spouse or a significant other who's not quite on the same wavelength as you, and maybe your life has shifted such that you are wanting to, quote, settle down or have new patterns in your life, and you have kids and a dog and so forth and so on, or caring for parents, that there's something that just, it won't necessarily jibe. So if you're wanting to constantly move, hello everyone, I'm seeing a bunch of people jump on. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have questions, comments, go down below, okay? I want to hear it. So that's the thing that's really tough, is when you are now not able to be in sync with your significant other or family or kids, then what do, right? If you're constantly needing to shift and change. And it's hard because this year we are stuck at home. In certain states, I'm in California, what is going on? And then we need to kind of look at, well, with, and do we want to shift those belief systems? What love and care and support can we offer that younger version of you who went through that experience, who is, still running that system? It's really cool how the brain works in a way. Not to take any of this lightly, because I've been through a lot of this myself. I hope you understand. I've been through traumas and everything else, so I understand. I understand where it comes from, and I honestly don't take it lightly. The pain that people have. I had a lot of pain for years. But I've come out the other side, and I can tackle any new triggers or new things that come up that I can be aware of consciously, right? And fix them and move through them. So if you are able to scratch that, I'm going to get into the brain, how this works. Is your current experience is a replay of that old experience, that imprint, okay? So the neurons and the synapses and everything that was firing then is firing now when you're in that triggered state. Okay. So that's why we can access your past experience, because it's really your present experience. And um, and I think that, sorry, we're says trouble. If we're live, I hope you can listen here, you guys. So that is what's happening, is your past, when you're accessing your past, you're having a present experience of it. And so those neurons and the synapses are firing. So when we are shifting in the present, we are also shifting those same synapses and those same patterns, right? I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm explaining it well enough. But so here's the deal. I have shifted my website. I have this beautiful offer because it's really important, I think, to get you guys, whoever is interested and really needing help. I really want to do it completely. And so I'm not really offering single sessions anymore, because I'm not really convinced that that's enough. And I'm not interested in gouging you and stealing your money at all. My point is, I really want to help people. So I have a free week of live coaching where you will get on Facebook and I will send videos to you, and you'll have an hour of coaching with me, and then you'll have 3 coaching sessions after that, which will be every 3 or 4 weeks. So I am hoping to grab you guys to sign up for this, because if you are stuck, if you're frustrated, you don't have to be anymore. The patterns can change. The belief systems can change. You can have the future that you want now. And I'm saying this with all the love in my heart, that is possible and attainable. And I really want to offer this to you guys. I hope you take me up on this offer. Go to my website, livingyourawesome.com, and sign up for the discovery call and learn about what this work does. It is transformational very quickly. You don't need to wait years to have an epiphany. You can have one in the first 5 minutes. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Write me, email me, give me your comments. Let's have a dialogue. And I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to be on hopefully tomorrow morning, if all goes well. And I will hopefully see you then about 8:30 or so. So anyway, have a great day, you guys. See you then. Thank you so much for watching.